Guys, Richard here. I'm over at my parents again. My dad said he's got a dead and or dying tree to cut down, and it's an old apple tree. So we're down here below the pond area, which is really, as you can see, it's well overgrown. And I'll show you the tree that we're going to be cutting down here. And I did order a DJI mic, so I don't have to keep switching my shotgun mic around. But as you can see, it is well grown up around here. We got all these saplings and briars. A lot of, I don't even know what this stuff is, to be honest. I know there's locust down there. Down here there's walnut, or black walnut at least. And this is the old apple tree. It's got some foliage up there, but it's clearly diseased and or dying. I'm not an arborist, I don't know all these things, but what I can see with my eye is that it's falling apart, and that tells me it's probably dying. So we're gonna get this thing out of here. I'm gonna start by cutting off some of these side limbs. What we want to do is kind of get the weight off of the tree that's pulling it in different directions, so we have more of a a straight up and down trunk, and then we'll fell it in the direction that we want. All right, now as you can see, I am not wearing the correct PPE. Do not do what I'm doing. I forgot my forestry helmet at home, but I'm not going back just to get it. So I'm going to be careful. I'm going to have my safety squints on. I am at least going to have my bump cap, not a real bump cap, and my ear protection. This should be easy enough. Yes, there are dying parts of the tree, but I don't foresee having any issues. So we're gonna get her cut up, and I think everything will be right okay. All right, had to take a little break. This heat, ever since heart surgery, the heat seems to get to me a little bit faster than it did a long time ago. So took a 5. Now I'm gonna clean up the area a little bit before I do any more. That way I'm not having to step over all this junk while I'm working. This summer's been brutal. I don't know how folks do this full time, every day out in the sun. It's just, well, I mean, people have been doing it for thousands of years, so sheer willpower, I guess. All right. Alright, so what I'm gonna do, since the weight on this tree is naturally pulling it this direction, I'm not gonna go against gravity. I'm gonna notch it down here. I'm gonna try. I got a 16-inch bar. This is probably a good at least 24-inch diameter at the bottom. So I'm gonna notch it down here, aiming to fell it right over here. It should pretty much fall in that direction. So we'll see what happens. Completely dead inside. This tree is almost completely hollow. Perfect. That went exactly how I wanted it to. I was not expecting what the interior of the tree was going to look like. Just take a look at this. Take my gloves off because it's hot as hell. As you can see, my chain is pretty much screwed after cutting through this. It is like, there's like nothing. It's like sponge. There's, what are these, termites? Yeah, termites or ants just all through it. It's like mud. What is this? Oh, it's like a caterpillar. But this is wild. The whole inside of this tree, see if I can get a better look there. The whole inside of this tree, basically, what do we got? An inch of actual wood there, and then a whole bunch of sponge. So when I plunge cut, the reason I plunge cut this is because I didn't want it to barber chair. And dead trees like this can have a tendency to barber chair, and that's when the back of this thing just rips up. Now the tree's not very tall before it splits off, so maybe barber chairing wouldn't have been a huge issue, but just to be on the safe side, I notched it out direction I wanted it to go. Then I plunge cut from both sides, plunge cut, and then I did my back cut to make the back strap, which was very small. As you can see, our holding wood, our hinge, well, there wasn't much of one at all. What do we got? An inch here? Ew, it's like mud. It's gross. Yeah. This branch is in better shape than the trunk was. So now this tree is down. It needs to be cut up. But you know what? It is hot as hell out here. So we're gonna leave that for a day when it's a little bit colder. And I think next week is supposed to be a lot colder. We can get all these branches taken care of, get the tree bucked up. Probably gonna put it over there in the weeds or something like that. There's a couple more that probably need to be taken down. This guy right here, completely dead. That needs to come out. There's one right there that probably needs to come out. Most of the rest of this all looks pretty good, so we'll have to dig to find any more. But yeah, we'll do that one another day. That one's going to be a little bit more difficult because there are power lines here, and it's leaning towards the power line, so that, well, that's a pain. We'll have to figure that one out. Might have to get the tractor out. There are a lot of trees nearby though that a swing could be put into place. So basically you lash it onto another tree. Once it falls, the string will become taut and it will pivot around wherever you put that point. I've seen it done. I've never tried it. I'd like to try it, but we'll have to see. So yeah, trees down. Now just clean up. But we're gonna do that another day because it's almost 90 degrees out. So hope you guys enjoyed. Catch you on the next one.